I want to talk about running, how I'm using it in my life, and how it can be a tool for self development and growth. I really like running because for me it's the most natural and accessible way of exercising. It's something that we didn't need much to do. We can just get some shoes and go out running. And it's something that really helps us burn a lot of calories, test our body, test our limits in a very short time. And I take that as an exercise. I like to start running and use it like I'm meditating, just focusing on the task itself, to try to empty my mind, keep running, and start seeing what patterns appear as I push my body. A little bit of pain and aches start appearing. What are the thoughts that come with it? What are the doubts? Maybe you should stop, for instance. That's something that comes when a little bit of pain is start to come. Maybe you can slow down. You don't need to push that hard. Maybe that's enough for today. So I like to test that. For instance, yesterday, one of the tests that I made was to run in a little bit further from what I usually run. So I went to an area that I had not been before, have not been there running or cycling or anything. I just pushed myself to doing that. And I noticed, for instance, that I was pushing myself, my pace was faster than usually is. In this run, probably the fastest pace I ever run. And I noticed as soon as I started going into the unknown, I had an immediate reaction in the body. Like a fake tiredness started appearing. I noticed that it was fake because nothing else happened. It was as soon as I entered that space that I never been before. I was sort of processing that emotion and getting back to the same state, emptying my mind, and keep pushing until I got to that same pace. And then I even pushed a little further, a little faster to see what would happen. For me, this is an exercise of exploration, really. It shows a lot of insecurities that might pop in, a lot of doubts, fears, and that's why I like it so much. Because you can regulate the stress you're putting in your body and therefore in yourself, and you can see what are the automatic patterns that appear to the stress, and you can regulate that because you can slow down if it's too much. And that's what I like about it. You can reduce your stress level, see how you adapt to it. You can calm yourself down, say okay, it's fine, and then get back to the same pace again, increase again to the same level, and slowly you can stretch your comfort zone. So this is of course for health, for the body, but is much more than that. This has to do with dealing with stress levels, processing emotion, see which memories are popping up from the past, which doubts. For instance, for me, growing up, I was never a sports person. I never ran that much. I never thought it was for me. So a lot of things pop up as I do this, as I push myself, as I go faster than I ever run, or as I go further, or as I go to an unknown area, a place that I never run before. And it's really a beautiful exploration. It's a way of becoming self-aware. It's like you're putting yourself in a new angle, looking in a mirror in an angle that you never looked before, and you find things there. Is a way of putting light in the shadow, of bringing awareness and consciousness to parts of yourself that you didn't know. It is very easy to feel very safe, secure, even confident in a safe space, in our own room. When we are alone, we can really find that sense of security. But only when we stretch that zone, the so-called comfort zone. Comfort zone is talked a lot nowadays, and we can really stretch it. And it is really gold what the doubts, the questions that pop up. And finding the answers to that questions is the most valuable work we can do. It's a really valuable tool of self-development, growth, expansion of consciousness, and that's why I like it so much. Running and any other thing can become a practice. If we have self-awareness and the right attitude, we can use any task as a tool. And running, for me, is one of my favorite ones. Try it for yourself. Go for a run. If maybe you run already, but with this different attitude, with this different intention of discovering things that you are not aware of, things that you haven't seen yet. Not only outside, in the outside environment, but inside. Really bring awareness to the thoughts that come, to the pains, the aches, the memories that come, which emotions pop up. Because all of that is material that you can now use for you to further self-develop. This is my recommendation for today. If you enjoyed the video, please like it, subscribe my channel, and I hope to see you soon.